Let's go.
This is it right here.
You're listening to the hottest radio show in LA. Wait a minute. You're listening to the hottest radio show across the planet.
This is it right here.
Yeah, you know what it is. It's time for Hot Seat LA with your hosts Dave Brown, Natalie J, and DJ Q Nice. So strap in and hold on tight. You're in the hot seat now. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
It's the hottest radio show ever.
1.
Abby Dabby. Hey, Abby Dabby. Tuesday, Abby Dabby. Yo, we want to welcome everybody on Hot Seat LA on Dash Talk X Radio. I'm Dave Brown, and I'm here live with my co-host, who?
You got Natalie J in the house.
Natalie J. What's going on? What is going on?
What's going on?
It's Tuesday. Everybody on that's driving in La La Land. We want to welcome you to our show today because we about to have a great time, and we gonna have a great guest coming in. And but before we do that, we gonna just sit and chill. So it's been a great week though.
It's been a great week.
It's been a great week. It starts off pretty well. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Last weekend I didn't know what to do. I was out of town. I was in the Hamptons last week. You know what I'm saying? This past weekend. And so, I didn't even know all the stuff that was going on. But it's very tragedy, which we'll get into later on. But I mean,
yes,
wow.
Definitely. My
heart goes out to all those families in El Paso. That is something else. And, it's no reason for that to happen at all, period. And it needs to be dealt with.
Yes.
So, but it's a great time. What would you do this weekend?
I went to Vegas.
You went to Vegas?
I went to Vegas.
You went to Vegas,
and you
man.
know what? I didn't see any of those bugs that everyone said I was going to see.
Really?
Yes.
You didn't see it at all?
No. No grasshoppers.
No
grasshoppers anywhere. Nothing flew on me. Nothing jumped on me. It was...
You didn't see nothing even land?
But you know what? I kind of didn't leave the hotel.
You didn't?
No, I was in the hotel.
I mean, were you in the hotel gambling, or what was you doing in the hotel?
I was in the hotel gambling.
Or were you in the room?
I was in the hotel gambling.
So you made it out of the room?
Of course.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I mean, they say nobody hangs out at, when you go to Vegas, you don't hang out in the room.
No, definitely. But you know what? It was a chill weekend. I chilled. I ate.
Oh.
I gambled. I did the spa. I didn't do the pool because, like I said, I thought I was going to see some grasshoppers, and I didn't want nothing jumping on my body.
Yeah, I know.
It was a chill weekend. I like the hotel because you never know when it's day, when it's night, because it's always lit in the hotel room and a hotel.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So you're really saying that that's what's going on. When you go to Vegas, Well, tell me, what were you say you were gambling. What were you doing?
I was gambling. I was actually on the penny machine.
Machine. Hold on. You was on the penny machine.
You know why I do the penny machine? Because the penny machine will have me sitting there for hours. If I go to a dollar machine, I put $1 in and I'm done like in 2 minutes.
What?
Yes.
Oh, come on now. Come on.
Yes. And I didn't play blackjack.
No blackjack, no roulette?
No.
No craps?
No.
Now you would have crapped out.
Penny machine.
If you was to roll, would you think you roll? I mean, would you make people money or what?
Yes.
You like that?
Yes.
You good like that?
Of course.
Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard Natalie.
Yes.
Take her to Vegas with you.
Take me to Vegas.
When are you going to Vegas again? This weekend?
No, I'm going to chill out on Vegas for a while. I'm going to go to San Jose this week.
What's in San Jose now?
Just chill.
No,
Enjoy life.
No, look at me. What is in San Jose? Y'all hear this out there in La La Land? She talking about she's going to go to San Jose.
You know what? It's about living
San Jose?
life, enjoying life. And I don't know. I just wanted to go there. I've never been there. So I figured I'm just going to hop on a plane and go to San Jose.
In San Jose?
You do follow me on social media, so you'll see what I'm doing.
Well, only thing in San Jose is nothing more than, my Niners. That's my team. That's the only thing. I'm just saying, San Jose, Santa Clara, all that is nothing but Niners.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
My boys, they're going to do a great job this year.
They're going to do good this year.
Oh, my God, they're going to be off the chain.
Yes, 49ers and the Rams.
Are you trying to say you're going to be a Niner fan this year?
I don't know. I'm a Rams fan, but you never know. I might jump off the Rams band and jump on the 49ers band.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, you hear this? This is one grasshopper here that jumps from one team to the next team. She leaves the Rams and goes to the 49ers, which is good because you're going for the gold rush.
Yeah. Well,
you're going for the gold rush.
I think they're going to be a good team this year.
They're going to be great.
Yeah.
Garoppolo is back, baby.
I don't know who that is, but okay.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. Recognize.
What team?
Garoppolo.
What's his position?
He's the quarterback.
Okay.
He's the great quarterback that came from New England. And New England gave him up. And yeah.
Really?
Yes. He was sitting behind Brady. So he becomes the
who wants to
greatest.
sit behind Brady? They're not going to get any play time.
Nobody.
Exactly.
So now he's with the 49ers, and we're going to make it happen. It's going to be hot. It's going to be hot. It's going to be great.
Great.
So, hey, it's going to be great. What's going on?
Well, let's get into some news. It was a very, very sad weekend.
I know.
Well, over the weekend, there were 2 deadly shootings, one in El Paso, Texas, and the other in Dayton, Ohio. But here's what we know about the El Paso shooting. 20 people are dead and more than 24 are injured. 7 Mexican citizens died in that shooting. The suspect shooter is 21-year-old Patrick Caruso of Allen, Texas. Patrick has been charged with capital murder and is not being held without bond. Authorities believe that Patrick Caruso is an author of a racist anti-Hispanic document detailing the motivation of the shooting.
That's ridiculous. I mean, what is the world coming to?
You know, he said that he was targeting Hispanics. And
I mean, come on. You're targeting this Hispanics. I mean, come on. How do I say? Where does all this hatred come from? When does it stop? When does it stop? You know, it pissed me off, and I have to really get. It really pissed me off that you had 2 parents that laid on a baby, to shield their baby.
yes,
They were both killed.
Both were killed.
So now here's another child
2 months.
that's growing up without their parents.
yes,
That really annoys me.
it's sad.
To see that there's that much hatred. And then the kid also killed his sister, right?
Well, yeah. Well, the Dayton, Ohio shooter, Connor Bett, he wore a mask, a bulletproof vest, and a hearing protection as he opened fire. 27 people were injured and 9 people were killed. Out of the 9 people was his 20-year-old sister, Megan Bett. Megan was among the first to die. Authorities are trying to understand, did he intentionally kill his sister? But it's also hard to believe that he didn't recognize his own sister. The motive is remained unclear. But you know what? New information has surfaced. This guy, Connor Bett, the killer, had a hit list and a rape list. So there were signs already out there, and they had let the school know about it, because this was happened in his junior year, and he was suspended because a note was found in the bathroom about his hit list and his rape list.
Okay.
And they were notified. The police didn't do anything, and look what happened now. He killed all these people, these innocent people, and it's just an unfortunate situation because the police didn't act on it, and now it's too late because...
So then what when you see the signs, okay, for example, I see on Instagram, they had this kid. I don't know if did you guys see this? This kid sits up here and he's out in the wilderness, and he puts a box.
Which kid? Which kid are you talking about?
I don't know. This kid this kid that's on social
okay,
media.
so anyone, okay.
So he puts this box out and says, "Yo, these are Jordans, something that blacks love. So
no.
I'm gonna show you what I will do to the ends." He called them he said the N word. He said, "I'm gonna kill all black people."
Really?
And he said, "This is what I'm gonna do." So he started unloading on the box, right?
Okay.
And then he said, "And then if they don't understand what we're saying and they don't get the message, we're gonna put this clip in here." And he brings out this other gun and goes, which is ridiculous.
It
so
is.
now these are signs. If that dude is not put in jail right now for posting that on Instagram and they can't find him and put him, these are signs that you need to grab these young racist individuals.
Yes.
And bring them in to stop that, because America needs to be under prayer right now.
They do.
It really needs to be under prayer right now, because this is really now getting out of hand. And what it's trying to seem like it's trying to start a civil war. We don't need this amongst people. We got to bring back the love, the joy, and everything amongst all races. This is ridiculous.
I feel like everyone is kind of just getting pushed away from each other. Everyone's getting divided.
It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. And whether you're Mexican, whether you're black, white, I was never raised to be racist. My mother and father, Jane Brown, Amos Brown, Dr. Amos, they never raised me nor my brother and sisters to be racist. You know, we judge people by the content of their character and not the color of their skin. And so it really hurts to see that America is going this direction to open up I say a grave of thoughts in people's minds to come and be cruel to other people.
Definitely.
It's really
sad.
harsh. It's harsh and sad, and it shouldn't be like that. And so we need to get back on the ball and understand that we are first Americans, and we got to start living with each other under the roof of, and when I mean under the roof, the United States of America, where it's love. Only time we all come together is when we go to war,
Yes.
and that's ridiculous. Shouldn't be when we go to war. I mean, there's war every day on our streets
Yes.
of LA, in every street in every state. There's something going on, and we can't clean up around here. Why can't we go fight somebody's war over there?
No,
It's ridiculous.
I'm with you on that.
Come on, I mean,
Everybody needs to come together.
I've never got this insight on it, but I'm really in pain right now. I'm really in pain because America is really falling apart. And if we don't start pulling this together, it is going to be another tragedy after tragedy after tragedy. This is ridiculous. This happened in what?
Less than 24 hours.
This is ridiculous.
Incidents.
And what do we call them? We call them copycats.
We call them terrorists.
There we go.
Those are the terrorists.
Man, I wish, prayer goes up to that. All those families that lost somebody. I mean, it's ridiculous. And the prayers go out to each and every one of them that this stops, cease. What else is going on?
Well, let's get into some entertainment news.
Mm-hmm.
American Express filed a creditor's claim against Nipsey Hussle estate, an effort to reclaim almost $50,000 in charges. American Express is asking for the court to freeze estate's bank account until the debt is paid. But check this out. Paramount Recording Group filed a creditor's claim against Nipsey's estate back in May, and they're also seeking $32,000 claim owed from a 2012 judgment. It's like when you die, they're still coming after you to get that money. It's crazy. Creditors never disappear.
Well, the thing about it is this. I mean, that's ridiculous. If they should have a rule that when you pass away, then it's all gone. I mean, what you gonna do? It's not like you can work for it and pay it back.
Well, he is a superstar, so they look at it like, okay, he has this money and he can pay us back.
But what about the families? What about the mourning families?
Yeah, I understand
that need. I mean, he has kids. You're gonna take money from these kids that he's not here to take care of anymore. Come on, man. American Express, step up, man. Come on, step up and wipe that out, man. You know how much money y'all make off everybody here?
Don't forget Paramount Recording Group as well.
Yeah, well, Paramount too. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Have some sympathy. America, wake up. Have some sympathy for those that are in that leave this earth. Come on, that makes no sense. I can't believe they're doing that. American Express, if you're out there listening, step up. You know what? Make the right decision. You know what the right decision is to let that go. Come on. That kid, that he had a family, and that family right there has to be taken care of.
Definitely. Well, in some sports news, New Orleans Saints, the star receiver, Michael Thomas, reached a 5-year, $100 million contract extension. The deal includes $61 million guaranteed. Oh, where is Michael at? The star receiver sat out the start of the Saints training camp in hopes of getting a new contract, and he did. And I have to say congrats to Michael. Definitely congrats.
Oh, okay.
How exciting is that? That's like one of the largest contracts for a wide receiver.
Right. That's
so big ups. Woo woo. Saints,
right.
New Orleans Saints, they are actually here as the opening game for the Rams.
Oh, so
Los Angeles Rams is going to be in town. I can't wait. I'm going to be looking for Michael Thomas.
So you're going to that game? Oh my God! Did you just?
I'm just kidding.
Oh my God! Did you hear that, LA? We know whose side she's gonna be on when they come in town.
No, it's a joke. I'm joking.
Okay,
I'm
it's a
joking.
joke. Okay.
Well, the 49ers are going to do great this year. The Rams are going to. It's a lot of great players, great teams this year that's coming out. For the NFL coming up. Camp ends next week.
I can't wait.
Me and you're going to be at the games together. We're going to be cheering on their teams together.
I will be wearing my 49ers jersey.
And I'll be wearing my Rams jersey too.
I will have on a new jersey each week.
You think so?
I know how many I got.
Oh, Dave.
You don't know.
So you're a 49er fan because you are from that town, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. even though I was born out in Westchester, Pennsylvania, which is right outside of Philly, my parents moved to.
So Dave, you're from Philly.
I know, but I didn't. You know, back then when I moved, I wasn't old enough to pick a team.
Okay.
I was old enough when I got to the Bay Area to pick a team, and
that's
it
the
sure
team
wasn't
you
the
chose.
Raiders.
But you know what though?
I went for the Niners.
When I was in Vegas this past weekend, I saw them building the Raiders stadium, and it's crazy because it's right there next to the freeway.
Oh, it's right off the freeway.
It's right off the freeway.
You know what?
You know, the stadium's almost done. It looks good. I can't wait because I'm actually excited. The Raiders are going to be in Vegas. They're going to have all that
and they all going to go broke.
Bringing money there. I mean, yeah.
They're all
Vegas.
going to go broke. That's what's going to happen.
You think so?
Yes.
It's party town in Vegas. Yeah. I wonder how that's going to work out with the team. Are they going to have set rules? Are they going to have curfew? Or what are they going to do?
Well, I mean, they got to have a curfew. I mean, you know what goes on in Vegas. And
what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
But when you in Vegas, you're going to lose your money.
I don't know. I mean, what do you do in Vegas? Because I know what I do in Vegas. So maybe...
Will they lose games because of being in Vegas? We shall find out.
But you know, if they're in the outskirts, then I think everything will be okay. But who really goes to the strip every day?
They are not going to do well in Vegas.
Wow. I feel bad for Oakland because they're losing their team.
Yeah, of course. You got to feel bad. Oakland, stand up.
Because just like...
Come across the bay and become a 49er. We here, baby.
Dave.
We
but
here.
You know what? Oakland and San Jose is right there. It's so crazy. But I'm actually glad they're moving them to Vegas because now everyone in Oakland can be a San Jose 49ers fan.
Well, hey, let's see what happens. It's great.
Yeah. Okay. So check this out. Some very, very weird news.
What?
Imagine boarding a flight and not being able to put your luggage anywhere because the flight attendant is laying in the overhead bin. And this is what happened on a Southwest flight to Nashville, Tennessee. The flight attendant stayed in the luggage storage area for a solid 10 minutes. Some passengers were shocked and others were thinking, was this a joke? Is she trying to be funny? But one passenger said the reason they love flying Southwest is because the fun-loving flight attendants. But, Southwest did make a comment and say, we always remain safety as a priority and dedication to the highest quality of customer service.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Wait.
Yes. I thought this was hilarious.
Wait.
Yes. Like I said, can you imagine boarding your flight and you see the Southwest flight attendant hiding in the luggage bin?
It had to be a joke.
No, it wasn't a joke.
No, it had to be a joke.
It wasn't a joke.
So they were sleeping up in there?
No, she was just hanging out and everyone's boarding the flight and everyone's just like looking at her like, why is she in the luggage bin?
Oh, so they always like to have fun. Because,
yeah,
they
but
Southwest
is that type of airline where they're goofy, they're funny, and etc. You know what I mean?
Well, she had to be a small flight attendant because, get up there with the luggage.
I actually saw the pictures and she was actually a tall lady and she was just in there chilling.
Just chilling
hey
as
guys.
everybody walked by?
And she wasn't even telling people, get on,
Oh my God.
That's one thing. Southwest Airlines is a little different. Just like Spirit Airlines too. Over the weekend, there was a bat flying inside the plane.
Well, I got a problem with certain airlines.
Well, you don't really go on airlines. I always see you on private jets.
I know, but when I do have to take,
excuse me.
No. There's some crazy. I mean, I was with one of my boys.
Okay.
And we're in first class. And yes, first class. And then, I ain't gonna lie, we went to sleep, right? Because we were tired.
Okay.
And what ended up happening? The flight attendant had a tray of red wine and dropped the whole wine, the whole tray on top of my head. I had
no
a white
way.
shirt. Yes, she did.
And did you get comped?
And
Did you get a voucher? I mean,
so,
what?
You know what I did? I said, okay. The lady goes, oh my God. So my boy goes, no, that's not gonna work. She tried to put like a napkins on me. I said, this is red wine, dear. This is not gonna work.
Oh no.
So I had me from head to toe covered in red wine. And I sent something to American Airlines and I said, I think I need to be compensated. Not only have my clothes
definitely
clean, but I need to get a ticket because I traveled on American Airlines
in first class,
uncomfortable because of what the flight attendant did. Because I was uncomfortable.
So you were just sitting there soaking wet
with red wine. And so you know what they told me?
So you were all red.
They hit me back with an email and said, we will only take care of your cleaning bill. I said, you know what?
As they should.
Lawyer up. You got to take care of business. I got my lawyer calling him.
Really?
Yes, of course. Why not? You can't sit up there and do that to me. No.
Oh, okay.
Dave Brown.
Dave Brown. You're
Recognize.
right. Dave Brown in the house.
Yeah. So American Airlines, y'all better step up.
You know, over the weekend, I saw on your Instagram that you was hanging out with Pharrell,
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't get the invite,
The
but
Isley
it's
Brothers?
all good. Isley Brothers. What's
Black Eyed
Fergie?
Peas.
There you go, Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah.
Was it Patti LaBelle too?
Yeah, Patti LaBelle. It was crazy.
Where was my invite? You were in the Hamptons hanging out, and I'm just looking on your story like, really, Dave?
It was great. It was great. You know, I got to give much love to Ron Perlman. Ron Perlman does this charity for, he's the owner of the Apollo Theater.
Okay.
So he has everybody coming out there every year, and it's a great situation. So it's real cool. It was real cool. And then Patti LaBelle went up and she was performing and everything, and she brought me on stage and said, "Baby, can you sing?" I said, "Yeah."
No.
And she said, "Can you dance?" I said, "Yeah." And so it was dope. I loved it. It was a great time. It was a great time. So I had a great time in the Hamptons. And
where was my invite?
well, I'll give you an invite next time. Next time I'll give you an invite. You could come with me next time. I had a great time, but I'm back now. And note this though, when I was out there though, you can tell, boys, a lot of Republicans out there in Hamptons though. Woo! They were out there.
Okay.
So what else is it? What else going on?
That's it. That's it. Well, we did see that incident that you were not happy with about the police officers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got to talk about that because you know what? I got to say this. Not only that, then you end up looking at the news, and how about 2 police officers riding on their horses, and they arrested a man and put a chain around his neck and walking with him down the street with his handcuffs. Who does that? This is not back in the 1700s. And they talking about, they're walking him to jail. Why not go get the squad car, hold him there, bring the squad car back, put him in the car like you knew anybody else? Why do that in front of everybody? They knew what the hell they was doing.
Yeah, they did.
Come on, America, wake up. Stop. This is ridiculous. But you know what, though? Right now, it's time to get on to some great things right now because we got some great people in the house. Yo, my guy is in the building, Nat.
In the building.
Give it up for Micheal Blackson, my dog.
What up, fuckers? How are you?
Hold on. Say it again. What?
You motherfucker. My haters have arrived. What's going on, Dave?
What's going on?
Everything's good, man.
Hey, man, I'm glad. Yo, you my Philly brother because I'm from Philly too. I'm from Westchester.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
That's suburb, man.
Yeah, but you know what?
The struggles that the real niggas went through. Westchester is good. I like Westchester. All the car dealerships. When we want to go get a car, we go to Westchester. It wasn't far from, was it Cheney University? It was nearby Westchester. Was it Cheney or was it Lincoln University? One of them.
Yeah. So I'm from there, and and a lot of people don't know that you really rep Philly to the fullest.
Philly, yeah, I went to Philly. I moved to Philly. I was about 14, 15 years old. When I first came to America, I spent the first 2 years in Newark, New Jersey. They called it Brick City. Newark was rough.
Right.
Newark was so rough that when my mom moved us to Philly, it felt like I was in Westchester, motherfucker. That's how. That's how. Philly was different. Living was cheaper, so my mom was finally able to get a 2 or 3 bedroom row house in Southwest Philly, is where I was raised, and that was like 1989. Long time, 1989, 90. It was then, and then back then you get 3 bedroom for like $300 a month.
What?
Yes, in Jersey, in North Jersey at the time, a 1 bedroom was like $500.
Get out of here.
So when I moved to my hood, when I moved to Philly, it was like 3 bedroom row house. $300. I had my own room. It was $350 to be exact, and I had my own room finally. In Philly, and then I was able to get a job right away at 15 years old.
What?
So Philly definitely changed my life, and then from there one thing led to another. And
where are you originally from?
Ghana and Liberia.
Nice.
I rep, half my parents from Ghana, half from Liberia. A lot of time in Africa, it's not even about where you're born, it's where your parents are from. It's where, and you get a chance to claim which one you want to pick when you get older. You could be born in one country. If you have a parent from another country, they kind of they consider you from that country first.
Okay.
It's kind of weird. It's different. You get a chance to choose where you want to. So I rep both countries. I rep Ghana and I rep Liberia all the way.
I did my family tree. Bring me back and
Let me
heritage.
guess, Westchester.
Ghana.
What?
Yes.
My cousin.
Brother, I'm going there.
What?
I'm going for Christmas
Okay.
and New Year's
I
Eve.
will be there.
You'll be there.
I'll be there for during Christmas. I'm gonna come back before the 30th because I start working the 30th, 31st, and all of that. But I'm gonna go to Ghana maybe around like the 18th to like the 20 to right after Christmas, like 26, 27.
We gotta connect.
Yes.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
So you know what? Since you're from Ghana, do you know what day of the week you're born?
No.
Figure out. Google. Look at your birthday.
Okay.
Go back and see what day of the week it is, and I'll give you your Ghana name before the show's over.
Okay,
That's
me
what's
too.
up. Well, you gotta be black.
Really?
So, Mike, you from Ghana, then you moved to Philly.
I moved to Philly, and I moved to, like I said, first couple of years in Jersey, then moved to Philly. Philly kind of like changed my life. You know what I mean? Like I said, but by the time I left Jersey, I kind of knew what American kids were like. My first 2 years in America was the roughest time of my life because I'm new to this country. I'm extra dark. I have an accent.
You say extra dark.
Extra dark with an accent, and it was during the time of El DeBarge, Michael Jackson was light skin era. I didn't come at a good time for dark skin niggas. We didn't get hope till Big Daddy Kane came out. That's when we had hope of being dark skinned.
Right.
But kids roasted me every day. I mean, they called me. I didn't know I was dark skinned until I even came to America. Because back in Africa, where I was from, we never looked at complexion.
Were you light skinned back in Africa?
I was probably the lightest one in my village. Yeah, I was. My village used to call me Red Bone, but I didn't really. But we never saw like light and dark. Right. America became like that, like the Garden of Eden. Like when you came, you ate the apple and your eyes opened up, But prior to that, we just all like light skin with no light dark. We didn't even see that. I never saw that ever in my life.
Right.
Till I came to America, that I'm damn, okay, somebody's like, they looked at your skin like, oh, you dark as hell. I said, we are black. And they said, no, nigga, you blacker than motherfucker. I'm like, how black is that? I didn't even know like I said, I heard all the dark jokes when I came.
Right.
I mean, these kids made so much fun of me, and this thank God for those jokes they said about me. I take that on stage right now and get paid.
Right.
I mean, really dark joke. This one kid told me I look like under the bed. You know how dark that is to be on it? Just look under the table. Under anything is dark. You know how dark that is?
Yes.
Under the bed is twice as dark.
Oh my God.
One kid told me I look like I have no bright ideas. You know how dark you have to be to look like you have no bright ideas?
Ladies and gentlemen, you got it, yo.
They said the difference between me and midnight was 11:59. You know how dark you have to be. They said every time I wore a wife beater, I looked like a skunk. That's black as hell.
Oh my gosh, hilarious.
Every time I take a shit, I think my dick fell off. That's black as hell.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Micheal Blackson in the studio
Definitely in the house.
on
Hot
Hot
Seat
Seat LA. On Dance
LA.
Talk
When
X
God
Radio.
said let there be light, I was out of town. That's how black I am. I'm telling you right now.
But you know what? Light-skinned men are not in right now.
Oh, they're done.
Yeah,
They're done. They finished.
They done?
Yeah, they're done.
So wait, how many brothers and sisters you have?
Oh man, I'm African. My father probably had like 50 kids. We ran out of names. They're calling us by numbers. Number 13, what the fuck are you doing? 50, 45, come here right now. Go clean the dishes. Number 8, stop it. Grab 69, all of you, get out of my fucking face. 12, over here right now before I smack the shit out of you. Go and punch him at 13 in the face. Tell him your daddy want him.
Oh my gosh.
And number 55, cut it out. You're the oldest. You're the youngest. Stop acting like a grown up.
Wow.
No. My mother had 8. My dad had probably had it a whole lot more. In Africa, we never know, man.
Right.
Our fathers just be popping children across the world.
So when you came to America, was it your mom and
Just
dad?
it was originally just my mother.
Okay.
My mother brought my younger sister before me. And then she brought me later. It's 8 of us. I'm the youngest son. I have 3 younger sisters behind me. 2 younger sisters behind me.
Right.
So it's 5 boys and 3 girls. And my mother came with my younger sister, not the youngest, but the younger one, and then came back to the States, came back to Africa, and then brought me and my youngest sister. Mm-hmm. And then it started with just 3 of us here, And people don't understand how hard it is to get a visa to come to America. Europeans and Australia, a lot of other countries is so much easier. But any country with a black man is involved, whether it's Jamaica, even Jamaica as close as it is to the States, they go through hell. Right. Just being a black person from another part of the world is very difficult to get a visa to come to America. I mean, we tried so many times to get it. And a lot of time they give you a visa only knowing that you are gonna go back home. Mm-hmm. Right. Like my mother at that time, she was remarried. So it was in Liberia. She was remarried, and when she got remarried, her husband was there. in Liberia when she came with us. So they knew for a fact that she had to go back.
Right.
You know, that's the only reason why they gave her the visa. Now, if the man was coming with us and we was coming, they'd be like, oh, these niggas ain't never coming back.
Right.
They'd never give us a visa. They gotta know for a fact that you're gonna go back.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of time, you know, rich people, it's a little easier for them. They could just say, hey, I'm going to America to shop. I have proof I'm rich. I'm a millionaire. So you know you're gonna come back to your money.
Right.
You know, but
So when you came to Philly, though, coming from Ghana and seeing the lifestyle of being in Philly, I mean, do you feel like you were going up, or do you feel like you know, because you said you still lived in the ghetto, right?
Well, yeah. Oh no, but you know, first of all, just coming to America for us foreigners, for any foreigner from a third world country, or as Donald Trump might call it, a shithole country. He's a funny asshole. That
He is.
nigga
Oh my God, incredible. Funny.
But yeah, coming from, you know, just getting a visa to come to America, you feel like you made it. And then, you know, just coming here and even getting a job, even getting papers, that's the next thing. To get papers, to legally get papers and work, that's a whole different task.
Right.
You know, it's not, people don't understand what foreigners have to go through, especially black foreigners, like Africans and Haitians and Jamaicans. You know, people from Barbados and everywhere else that have to come here. It's very, very difficult. So just making it here alone, you know, you look at it as you're winning.
Right.
You know, then be able to get a job, you know, getting papers to get a job and send a little bit of money home to your family.
Right.
You know, you feel like, so, I mean, at first it was tough for me because kids clown me and they made fun of me. I felt homesick. You know, I went into like go home and be with my brothers because I didn't go through that stuff.
Right.
So it took a while to actually get used to that. You know, once I realized that, you know, these kids are immature, they're ignorant.
Right.
They're kids. You know what I mean? So once I realized that, you know, things started to become okay with me. You know, but the first 2 years, like I said, was rough. That was Jersey. By the time I moved to Philly in 89, 90, I already knew how the kids were. I knew what it took to fit in.
Okay.
You know, so by then I already studied them and I knew how to deal with them.
Right.
Once I knew how to deal with them, then I started making fun of them motherfuckers. And it all started back in Jersey. I remember when I first got to Jersey, and you know, my mom was, I mean, she made no money. She had a job at McDonald's making like $50 a week.
Wow.
That's how we lived the first year in America. So she was making like 50, and then after that, after a year, she had got a job like, you know, taking care of old folks. And then she started making a little bit more money, like $200 a week to take care of us. And back at home, all I remember about Africa was back then, not now, but back then when girls were interested in guys, how to dress, new clothes. And you have to be necessarily, we didn't care about name brand. We were into Versace, Gucci, all that crazy stuff. We was into brand new clothes. You had the brand new clothes, you get the bitches. Right. You know, as a 12, 13-year-old guy, you put in your new clothes, you go outside, girl like, oh, look, he has new clothes. Yeah. That's how you get girls. So when I came to America, I thought the shit was the same. So here in my first day of 8th grade, you know, my mom took me to like, if you're like over 40, you'll know about like Woolworth, McCrory's.
Yeah.
Okay. Now y'all call this shit Walmart and Dollar Store. Back then it was like Woolworth, McCrory. My mother took me shopping for school. I remember she actually bought my sneakers in a fucking grocery store, Pathmark. Back then they sold sneakers in grocery store. My mom bought chicken and bought my sneakers together. My sneakers was called In Action. In Action. That's the name of it.
Oh my god.
But I didn't give a fuck. You know why? It was brand new.
You was gonna make it fly.
I'm fly. So my first day of school, I got on like church shirt, church pants, and sneakers. I dressed like, no disrespect to Haitians. I know that's how y'all dress. With all due respect, I have no respect. I apologize, my niggas, please. So I go to school, brand new shirts, cost us $6.99 for that shirt. Pants about $9.99. Right. Shoes about $6.99. I have about a solid $19 full outfit on. Okay. But I didn't give a fuck. It was brand new. I didn't care about the brand. I just thought that if I have new clothes, I'm gonna have some American bitches on my dick.
Oh my gosh.
Mike is crazy.
I get to school. They're like, yo, I'm like, hey, I start hollering at niggas, hey, how are you doing? Yeah, they're like, what the fuck you wearing? And they're like, nigga, what you wearing? Like, fuck, what you mean I'm wearing? This is new. They're, yeah, but it's not a Puma, it's not a Nike, it's not Wrangler. I said, nigga, it's brand new. Man, they lit my ass the fuck up. So now new to fit in, you need not just new clothes, but brand new brand name. That's what girls was into back in like the 80s. This is like, we're talking about 87, 88. Right. Girls into like new, like Nike. That's, you know, popping shit that's gonna cost you a lot of money. When Run DMC, all them niggas was out. Yeah. You know, you had to come out with that with it Run DMC, fucking Adidas, the shell tops, and all of that shit.
So did you pick up and start
So,
becoming?
so I got it. I remember getting my first job selling candies door to door. I know Mike Epps. Mike Epps has a joke about that, and I actually did this shit in real life when he was a kid. You know, where it was like some grown guy would grab a few black kids, take us into the rich neighborhoods with some candy that cost him fucking 50 cents a box, and make us sell that shit for $4 each to the suburb white rich people, and we just go lie to them niggas. I'm here with the youth co-op trying to stay out of trouble, you know. And I'm like, nigga, whatever. We sold candies. That nigga was like a fucking pimp, pretty much. I sold the candy for $4 and got back. And for every box I sold, I got 75 cents. I'm like, nigga, I'm gonna. So yes,
wow, that was.
So you gotta sell a whole bottle. I sold a whole bunch of boxes to make $75 a week.
Okay.
And I gotta get half the money. I have to give half the money to my mom. That's why, as a kid, learned from Africa, we work to give money to our parents.
Okay.
That's how it should be.
I get half the money to my mom, so I'm pretty much stuck with $30 a week. So I saved that shit during the whole summer. Saved up my $30 a week. Probably saved up about $500. Going school shopping, went and got me some name brand shit. Got my first Reebok, my first Lee jeans. I went to school. All of a sudden now, girls, I got my first kids at like 15 years old because I got some goddamn name brand shit.
Dang, you was doing some man shit back then because you paying rent. And then you're paying rent. You paying rent and shit.
Yes.
I mean, goddamn, you doing some real man shit early on. See, niggas come from Africa and they start doing some real man shit. This is great.
Right away, I was paying bills, man. You know, my mom had everything in my fucking name, I'm sure.
Okay.
But it was, you know, and then I realized to fit in the new clothes. So that was like my last year in Jersey. And then by the time I got to Philly, I already knew what I got to do. So I got to Philly in the summer, got a job at Domino's Pizza.
Okay, Domino's.
Delivering pizzas on a bike to make tips. I was making like $30 a day, fuck a week. $30 a day in tips. So now one time going to school in Philly, I got $1,500. So now I really went all out. Bought chains and everything. Back then you bought a decent gold chain for like $500. So I spent $500 on the chain, the rest on clothes. So I go to school in Philly, high school, my first year in Philly, 10th grade or 11th grade in Philly. I get to Philly and I'm dressing in silk shirts, gold chain. They thought I was a drug dealer. And back in the day,
all dark-skinned niggas were drug dealers.
All dark-skinned niggas with an accent, especially with an accent. And back then, it wasn't a lot of Africans in America. Back then, it was mostly Jamaicans. So any dark-skinned person with an accent was automatically Jamaican, and he had an accent.
Okay.
So everybody thought I was a Jamaican drug dealer. But guess what? I ain't stopped them from thinking that because I didn't want nobody to fuck with me. As long as you think I'm a drug dealer, you're gonna leave me the fuck alone. You really know I'm really a bitch ass nigga. I ain't got time to fight. I gotta go deliver these fucking anchovies and pepperoni on a fucking bike. Okay. So now I'm going to school. And also what I realized about America, the less you say, the less they know about you, the more fear they have for you.
Right.
And they didn't say much. I was always just quiet. I smiled here and there, you know, but I was dressed so smooth. They just thought this quiet drug dealer. They can't figure out what block I was selling this shit on. They had no idea I was selling pepperoni and fucking anchovies and sausage and pan pizza and goddamn pepperoni with extra cheese.
So wait.
Yes.
So I did that throughout whole high school. So high school, you know, I was fly, but now that I'm fly and dressing nice, now I'm roasting other motherfuckers.
Yes,
that's when the comedy started to come in.
Yeah, and I have to ask you.
Talk to me.
What comedian out right now do you think is trash?
Trash comedians right now.
Trash.
God damn it, I can do that to my niggas.
Yes, you have to.
Yo, trash.
I mean,
like who do you think
who's
out
popping
there?
as, like,
who's
a
not
big
popping?
name?
Well, who's popping with a big name, but you look at them like, why they got a popping name? They're trash to me.
You know what? It's so hard to say that because comedian, like the ones that are still doing it. I mean, it took us so much years to like actually make it to this far. It's just so hard to cut them. Let me tell you, if you're a comic and you're making $50,000 a year, you made it.
Yes.
I mean, there are people that go to college and cannot make that. So here you are, and if you make $50,000 a year, you really not popping. But it's a great thing, but you're not really popping. But for you to make $50,000 a year, you're not considered popping.
It's not considered popping?
It's not considered popping. Fuck, $50,000 a year.
well, I mean, you know,
it's not popping, but what the thing is, it's a career. You have
You
an enjoyable career.
Yeah.
You know, you're going on the road. You know, working the circuit. You know what I'm saying? But and you're doing something you enjoy doing.
right?
Okay.
You know, so I mean, you definitely. I mean, you ain't making $1 million like, you know, most. I mean, not most everybody. I mean, I think the average comic is probably like, you know, at least $100,000 a year.
Okay.
You know, average comic with a name.
So then what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna ask you some. I'm gonna just throw some names at you,
Right.
and I want you to tell me what you feel about these comics.
Definitely.
Eddie Murphy.
The greatest of all time to me. Because when I came to America and like that, he was the guy that was there. He was the first stand-up that I saw.
Right.
Then after that, I started watching all his movies and everything. And I just want to be like this guy. And that was way before I even thought about doing stand-up. You know, he was the guy that I looked up to.
Richard Pryor.
Richard, I got to learn about Richard later. You know, I got to learn about Richard later because I think I missed his era. By the time Kim, he wasn't. I don't think he done. When was Richard's last special? I don't remember. Was it like 80 what? When was his last time he did a special? Remember Richard Pryor?
Oh, it happens.
It's been a while.
Nobody
It's
knows.
been, that's, yeah,
Right, it's been a while. So
Yeah.
like I missed the Richard Pryor era, but when I came, I heard that he was the greatest.
Yeah.
The
You know,
greatest.
so I was trying to look into him and study him as well. You know, but since I think I saw more, I think Eddie did more to make him put him on top, but Richard.
So then I got to come down in names then.
And then I bet
in your
I got
era.
a little disappointed in Richard Pryor. I heard he mentioned and admitted to sucking a dick. So I got
Oh my gosh.
it disappointed me a little
Disappointed
bit.
you?
He really put him on number. He should have been number 5 after
So
that.
he lost some points.
So he lost some points because he was sucking some dick.
He dropped the City Boys score all the way down. Hot girls on top because of that. In 19 whatever year he sucked a dick.
Chris Tucker.
Chris, my guy. You know, and one thing why I admire about Chris so much, Chris was one guy that just turned down so much fucking work, so much shit because he was very selective on what he did. You know, he picked what he wanted to do. You know, I mean, think about Friday was his first hood movie.
Right.
After he did Friday, he never looked back.
Right.
You know, but Friday gave him that
platform,
oomph.
yeah.
Getting that, and then after that was like Money Talks, and then of course after that Rush Hour. You know, he turned down a lot of movies. A lot of movies I heard he turned down back in the day, and because he wanted to he wanted to be in a whole different type of level.
Right. Exactly.
And that's why you gotta respect the person that don't always chasing money all the time.
Right.
You know,
Right.
that sometimes you gotta turn shit down to wait for that bigger shit that God has for you.
Okay. So now, Jamie Foxx.
Oh God, it's legend, man. Jamie.
Legend.
God, we're gonna go. Let's Living Color. That's the first time,
Yes.
of course, I got familiar with Jamie. I mean, thought he was amazing. One of the best guys on the show. And then he went on, of course, you know, got the Jamie Foxx show, which was so great because it's like, because I think it was around the time where Martin show was like almost being done with. I think Jamie Foxx came after Martin show. They was on,
Exactly.
They were never on at the same time, right? Correct. So it kind of like gave us that Martin that we're missing, that Martin show that we're missing.
Right.
You know, so and then even till now, come on, win the Oscars, the first comic
Right.
to win an Oscar.
Got nominated for supporting and main actor.
Yes.
In 1
Amazing.
year. Yeah.
And he's still doing his
Yeah.
shit till today.
He has a lot of respect for you too.
Oh man,
A lot of respect.
shout out to Jamie.
You know.
Yes.
Let's see. I got Mike Epps.
Mike Epps, that's my nigga. You know, Mike Epps was like in the same era of me. We all started around the same time.
Right.
You know, I remember it was in I remember the last competition show we did together. It was at the Apollo. But it wasn't like an Apollo thing. It was a big contest. And Steve Harvey hosted this contest. And I came so close to beating Mike, but I did too much time. I went over on my time, you know, and Mike won that contest. He won like some crazy, like $5,000 or $10,000, whatever it was.
Right.
You know, and then it's so funny. I remember my big break that I had. My big break was in the movie Next Friday. How I got to be in Next Friday was I happened to be at the right place at the right time. I happened to come one night. At that time, I was working for the airlines. I was in Philadelphia working for U.S. Airways, which is now an American.
Right.
And I was off. My days off were Tuesday and Wednesday. So Monday after work, I'll get on a plane from Philly, come to L.A. for like 3 nights, and then hit the comedy circuit. So one night, I just happened to come perform Tuesday night at the Comedy Store on Sunset Boulevard, and the same night that Ice Cube came to watch Mike Epps. And that's how Ice Cube saw me and asked the girl that booked the show, I forgot her name, to have me come and audition for the movie. And I auditioned for Next Friday, next thing led to another. Okay. Shout out to Mike. Mike has been another guy that been grinding his thing, doing his thing for so long, and he's still doing. And that's what I'm saying. Any guy that could keep doing this for 20-something years and still grinding, shout out to Mike.
And then your Philly mate, Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. Kevin probably the hardest working one of all of us. God damn, I don't know how. He worked everything. Kev, could you turn on some fucking work so we could get some too?
I know that.
Right.
Yo, Kevin is
Kevin's
really,
working.
yeah, he's working.
Kevin work. I mean, he's the hardest working guy. We gotta give him his props on that. And we're in an industry where you could be hot one day and not hot the next day. So I can't mock him or I can't be mad at him for working and making all that money because it might not be there tomorrow.
Yes.
You never know. You know, he was a guy that just I remember the funny thing about when I did Next Friday, when I actually flew out to come and audition for that movie, Kev was the one that drove me to the airport.
Oh, dope.
Oh, wow.
Philly Connect.
Philly Connect. And it's so funny how much time y'all got for the show?
We got like 5 minutes.
5 more minutes. Yeah. But Kev, my nigga, hard-working guy. Shout out to him. He's doing his thing.
Shout out to Kevin.
Well, right now, we got the hot seat question.
We got the hot seat question.
Give me that shit, motherfucker.
We got the hot seat question. Snow bunny or chocolate bunny?
No, you got to break it into it. He don't know what you're talking about. He wants you to break it down. I mean, what you talking about?
Do you prefer a snow bunny
or chocolate bunny?
Or a chocolate bunny? Because I seen on your Instagram post you've been hanging out with some snow bunnies.
I've been sticking my dick in this. I've been snowed in. Like my ex would call it. I've been snowing in a couple of times.
You've been snowing a couple times.
You know, and I have fucked both. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, wow.
I prefer chocolate bunnies. There's more flavor in your pussy.
Well, you must not been with all the snow bunnies then to know that. I guess not,
because the ones I've had, pussy's not been good as the chocolate. Chocolate pussy is you know why? Because black women food has seasoning in it. When seasoning's in your food, it goes through your pussy and it make your pussy more. Is this a family show?
Yeah, no, it's not what you can say whatever you want.
This is Mike is so crazy, yo. I love it though.
It's a family
so
show.
You prefer chocolate bunny?
Pussy's better on a chocolate bunny.
Okay. Is the head good?
White girls get wet. Like, I'm wet, but we're gonna get some stamps and mail some mail, motherfucker. I need some flavor in my goddamn pussy.
Oh my god.
So wait, when are you doing stand up again? Because it's important that we all know this.
I'm on the road almost every weekend, and then this weekend I'm in Baltimore.
Okay.
Baltimore Comedy Factory. Look for me. August 9th to the 11th. Shows up. I'm doing like 6-7 shows. Almost sold out. So hurry up, get your tickets. After that, I'm taking a vacation, and I'm in Oakland August 30th at the Paramount Theater with Lil Duval.
Okay. Oh, nice.
And then first week in September, I'm in Milwaukee. September 14th, I'm in Houston. September 24th, I'm going to Detroit. October 4th, I'm in Connecticut.
That's
October 5th, Boston. October 12th, Atlanta. Woo. And then, let me see, I got November 2nd is DC. On the road, just follow me at Micheal Blackson and see what the fuck I'm doing.
Do you have any movies coming out? Are you working on any projects?
Yes. I did a movie with Cat Williams, Mike Epps. It's called Meet the Blacks 2. It's called The House Next Door. Okay. It comes out February. They say Halloween, but I'm always certain it's going to be later.
Now, I got to say this before we cut off.
Yes.
Because you surprised me so much, man, because you entered your film in my film festival.
Yes.
And I was amazed. There has to be a show for Micheal Blackson.
Yes.
Why or is it right now? You should have a sitcom, the African sitcom. You're the perfect dude to let's say run your family. You're the African family that comes to America and lives the lifestyle.
Yes,
what is going on? Why is it? Who do I got to talk to get this going?
I had a meeting yesterday. My agency put something together and had a meeting with some showrunners, and we're working on it. We're close to putting something together. Something that's really good.
Mike, it's time.
Yes, it's time.
It's time. Give us your Instagram again.
For those who went to a public school, United States public school, I spell out for you is Micheal Blackson.
He's hilarious.
That's at Micheal Blackson. That's my Instagram, Twitter, my Facebook, my Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Christian Mingle, where black people meet, Black Planet, MySpace, all the same shit.
Micheal Blackson, ladies and gentlemen, we're here on Hot Seat LA on Dash Talk X with Natalie J. What's your Instagram, Natalie?
It's JULEZSSS_.
And I'm at Dave Brown USA, Micheal Blackson. Yo, man, we love you, man.
Thank you.
I'm always
Snow bunnies. If you have the coochie's better, let me know. Just holler at me. Let me try it out. If you think it's better, I want to know. Please, yes.
Okay. Well, I mean.
It's always good to have you here, brother. And you can always come and sit on. I mean, we want you to come and do a takeover because you that funny guy, man. And we need that comedian to come on and give us that comedian look sometimes. So whenever you in town and whenever you got something going on, and like I said, he is going to be on the road, ladies and gentlemen. Go check out his Instagram, find out where he is, and we'll holler at you guys next week every Tuesday from 6 to 7. Dave Brown, Natalie J, and DJ Q Nice.
On Dash
and then
Radio,
also,
Talk X.
make sure you go to the YouTube channel, or Hot
us
Seat
out.
LA, on the YouTube channel, Hot Seat LA.
Subscribe to our
and,
show.
check my boy Jay Verba, who's here. Yo, what's your Instagram?
Yo, what's up, guys? It's @_JAYVERMA. I hope you guys see the YouTube video.
If you do, those who went to public school is Hot Seat HOTSEAT LA.
I love it.
I love it.
We'll see you guys, and we'll see you next week. And we're out of here.
We're out.
Each and every Tuesday, it's Hot Seat LA, 6 p.m. Pacific on Dash Radio Talk X. Check us out on Instagram and YouTube at Hot Seat LA. For Dave Brown, Natalie J, and DJ Q Nice, this has been Hot Seat LA.